Hello and welcome again to another edition of the Floridahockeynow Panther Postgame. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you went out, got some good stuff on Black Friday. Hope you took advantage of the Red Friday deal at Florida Hockey Now. 25% off. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first off, Florida Panthers go to Washington, D.C. on Friday night. And once again, not so great on the road. The Florida Panthers take a 4-3 loss to the Capitals. Alexander Ovechkin once again doing it to the Florida Panthers. He had a hat trick. He had 3 of those 4 goals. He now has 43 goals in his career against the Panthers. That's tied for the most all time for his personal record against individual teams. He has 43 against the Panthers, 43 against the Carolina Hurricanes. Of course, Florida, Carolina, and Washington were all in the Southeast Division back when Ovechkin was first getting going and really lighting things up. So he saw, those teams 8 times a year back in the day. So he definitely has lit up the Panthers, the Hurricanes, and the Thrashers. I'm sure he lit up the Thrashers back in the day. We'll have to do some research on that, but you can rest assured he lit up Blue Land. So anywho, back to tonight's game. Florida Panthers down 4-3. They have lost their past 5 road games. They are 0-3-2 on the road. 4 of those losses to teams from the Metropolitan Division. Power play, once again, has been killing them. The Panthers broke a 0-for-20 streak the other night at home against the Flyers with a goal. They were 0-for-3 tonight. Power play looked really bad, especially the first one. The Florida Panthers are up 1-0. They get a goal from Jonathan Huberdeau with 32 seconds remaining in the first period. The Capitals flub up the puck in their zone. Huberdeau comes up, sees Owen Tippett trailing him. He does the work himself, backhander. Beat Samsonov. It's 1-0 going into the first, but that kind of covered up the fact that Florida really wasn't playing all that great. The Washington Capitals had time of possession and a lot of the other metrics you look for in a period, but Sergei Bobrovsky was terrific. We'll get to him in a second. 10 seconds into the second period, Ovechkin takes a swipe at Sam Bennett. Florida Panthers get a power play. I mean, you think momentum is right on their side. It was an awful, awful power play. Florida Panthers late getting back to the bench, late making a shift. The Washington Capitals finish it off. John Carlson gets a 2-on-1 with Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson from the right circle. We're tied at 1. Now, Wilson, after scoring, kind of runs into Sergei Bobrovsky. That'll come back. After the second goal, Ovechkin scores like a minute later, 2:50 into the second, make it 2-1. Bobrovsky leaves the game. It looks like he pulled himself. I've got to talk to Andrew Brunette a little bit more to get how this thing went down, because we were on a Zoom and you know how those things go. But it looks like Bobrovsky was pulled by the spotter because of the concussion protocol. Spencer Knight comes in. Ovechkin gets his second goal of the night. It's 3-1. Bobrovsky comes back in, plays a few minutes. The game is stopped. Florida scores. Sam Reinhart scores. It's 3-2. They're looking at something. We think maybe they're reviewing for offsides. No, the spotter called. Get Bobrovsky back in. From what Andrew Brunette said, lines of communications were crossed a little bit. I guess they felt that he wasn't in the concussion protocol long enough or hadn't been cleared by the Capitals. Brunette made it clear that the Panthers weren't going against protocol. They thought he was cleared. Apparently he was not. Spencer Knight comes right back in. He makes 6 saves. Bobrovsky's fine. Boom, he finishes out the game. Bob, what did he do tonight? As I didn't look. Bob ends up with 19 saves. And Spencer Knight ends with 6. He gave up the goal to Ovechkin on his first one. Jonathan Huberdeau apologized for, letting him walk in on him. That was a power play goal, the first one. He ends up with 6 saves. So Florida Panthers they kept fighting in this one. The Panthers were down 2 goals on 2 different occasions, both by goals by Ovechkin. Carter Verhaeghe makes it a 4-3 game at 5:36. of the third period. Florida Panthers can't get any closer. Samsonov was good tonight, as he usually is. 19 saves for Ilya Samsonov, so a nice game for him. The Capitals get 3 out of 4 points against the Panthers in the 2 games this year. Florida beat him 5-4 in overtime earlier this month. Washington comes to Sunrise like next week. So we'll see the Capitals. We'll see Ovi, who now has 4 goals and 6 points against the Panthers in those 2 games. So we'll see them again very soon. The Florida Panthers are back at it on Saturday. The Seattle Kraken come to town. Looks like Chris Drieger will be in net for the Kraken. As Grubauer started tonight in Tampa Bay, so we'll get to see him. Alex Winberg as well. So the Florida Panthers going for that NHL record, 12th straight win to start a season at home. Right now they're at 11-0 at home. That tied the 1963 Chicago Blackhawks for the best home start in NHL history. If Florida gets 12 tomorrow, they will have that record for their own. So Florida Panthers will be able to come home and kind of wipe this one away. This was a weird one. I mean, if you were a betting person, you probably would have leaned toward Washington, especially knowing Florida got a late flight last night, probably didn't get to their hotel rooms till 12:30, 1 o'clock at night in the morning. It was an early start, a 5 o'clock game, so no morning skate, that kind of thing. So one of those weird games. Panthers are flying home. They're probably on the bus to Dulles right now as we speak. But they should be home in plenty of time to take on the Kraken tomorrow morning, and may even beat the Kraken to South Florida because they're still playing in Tampa. Anthony Duclair did not play. Andrew Burnett said it wasn't anything lingering. It was something he didn't feel good in warmups. We'll see how he does tomorrow. Maxim Mammon got in for the Panthers. He started on the first line, I would think, just because it was just the easy slide in. He didn't last there in the second period. He flipped spots with Owen Tippett. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see if Anthony Duclair gets back in there. We're not expecting Sasha Barkov to play tomorrow. He was not supposed to go on this trip to Washington, D.C., so the Panthers are probably looking at next week at the earliest for Sasha Barkov. So anyway, as always, thank you for watching the Florida Hockey Now postgame show. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Follow us here. You've got a few more hours in our Red Friday sale. We're going to run it through Saturday. If you want to subscribe to Florida Hockey Now, we're giving you 25% off. It's going to be $22.50 for a 1-year subscription to Florida Hockey Now for all our exclusive content. We appreciate all of you who have signed up so far. Love y'all. But if you want to sign up, use RED25 at checkout. That'll be your discount code. So for now, I'm George Richards. There won't be a morning skate tomorrow because we've got a 6 o'clock start in Sunrise. We will see you post-game after the Florida Panthers take on the Seattle Kraken. As always, thank you guys. We will see you. Have a great Friday night. We will see you mañana.